not even gonna wait until people join. I just felt like I wanted to make this video, and this needed to be said. And I didn't want to pre-record it or whatnot. Just wanted to go ahead and get it out there. So anyways, so today I decided to go back to my orthodontist saying about getting braces. I came back maybe 3-4 years ago, and I was talking about I was gonna get braces, and then I kept putting it off or whatever, right? And the title of this video says mind your business, you never know. And one thing I'm being honest with myself, like growing up, I will always, like, only issue I ever had with my teeth were, overbite, but no biggie. And then I always had like this gap here, which is no problem. Other than that, my teeth are not bad. But over time, not knowing better, not making the best decisions or whatever, I got tooth here pull and here pull, and instead of getting root canals and stuff like that. So anyway, let's get into it. When I say mind your business, it's because you don't know a person's situation, right? I remember like growing up. When I say growing up, I'm talking like teens, or early 20s and stuff like that. You would look at other people and you'll be like, dang, why you want to go get braces? You know what I'm saying? Because they, may have a lot of issues with their teeth, crooked teeth all everywhere, right? And you'll be like, why do you want to just go and get that fix or whatnot? You'll see them doing all this other stuff, and you're like, why they want to get their grill fixed? And you don't know, because let me tell you probably why they won't get it fixed, because it's expensive. It's expensive. Okay, listen. About I don't know, 2018, I went on a cruise, and I had like this pain. It was just so bad. Like, I was in tears. It was so bad. Anyways, I had I don't know what happened with my tooth, but it was bad. And it was the option of getting that tooth pulled or getting a root canal. And I weighed my options, and I was like, okay, with a root canal, does that solve the problem? I was like, will I end up having to get a root canal again years later? Because I had to get a root canal, and then I had to get a crown, and then it was like, yeah, that probably will only solve the issue for like, they just said some years or whatever. It wasn't no like 10+ years type thing. It was like more like 4 years or so, and then you have to do it all over again. I'm like, that's a lot of money. Just pull the tooth. So I end up being the one with the missing side tooth. So you ever wonder why people got the missing side tooth? Yeah, that's why. It's because they didn't want to pay that money to get the root canal, and having to do that again repeatedly every like 5 years or something. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. So when you look at people like, oh, everybody missing their side tooth, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Mind your business. Because also, if they do decide to go ahead and get that side tooth pulled, guess what? To get an implant, I haven't even got to that place of figuring out what the cost is going to be to get an implant versus like getting a crown or bridge or whatever it's called. That's money. And I know people are going to be like, what about insurance? I got insurance. But insurance, no, I don't know about y'all. If y'all got an insurance, dental insurance that covers every single thing, let me know. Let me know. So, yeah, let me know. But the insurance I had through my job or whatever, back then it didn't cover braces at all. Now it covered braces. So I just left my appointment for my braces. I want to show y'all exactly the place I'm going to. The braces, total cost, $6,942. My insurance gonna cover $3,000 of that. Out of pocket cost that I have to pay, $3,942. How long? You don't know their body mouth life. You know what I'm saying? So guess what I got a special case because I have a hidden tooth. Yeah, I have a hidden tooth at the back that is like hiding down there, and it never came up. And guess what? They worried about, okay, if we start moving stuff around, that tooth may impact the roots of the tooth that's beside it or whatever. So it's like, yeah, we want to go ahead and get that pulled. And getting pulled is hidden tooth. So to get it pulled, I got to have surgery. So now I'm sitting outside of this place because they refer me to another place. It's like, oh, let's get that. Just made an appointment there. She's like, oh, yeah, just want to let you know that we are not in network with any insurance. So, yeah, your appointment, it would be $115 just for a consultation. Just for us to sit down and talk and to see what, if I want to go this route or whatever, I have to pay $115 out of pocket. Yeah, okay. So I just told you I'm already got to pay, let's say, round it up $4,000 for the braces. I got to pay you $100 just to talk to you. And then that's not including when we do talk, you going to give me the price of what it's going to cost to have this surgery to remove this tooth. Keep in mind, it's not in network. Okay. So yeah, my insurance still can cover some of that cost or whatever. But I can imagine surgery, they might try to hit me in the head with some nice chunk change with that. So I share this to say, mind your business. So when you see somebody who got a jacked up grill, and I shouldn't even say it that way, if they have a grill that's not the best or whatever, mind your business. Give grace. First and foremost, they can't help that their teeth are like that. That's for one. And then for two, yeah, you may see them doing other stuff with their money, but that might be what they want. That may be what they prefer to do with their money. You know what I'm saying? Don't mind your business. Just mind your business. Don't be trying to say, well, you should do this, you should do that. Some people don't like, if I add everything up, this looking like the whole process when I get everything done, the implant, all that stuff, out of pocket, I'm probably looking at paying dang near, I don't even want to name a cost because I don't want it to be that, but I'm not even going to say out of pocket. With everything total, even with whatever my insurance may cover, we looking at over $15,000 of work that has to be done. Over $15,000. And we know the insurance is not going to cover all of that, right? So if we're looking at $15,000, we just going to say half that I would have to pay out of pocket. So again, when you see somebody who got something going on, understand everybody ain't got the finance. And I something right now in this very moment, I give thanks to God that I'm in a position to make it do what it do or whatever, and I can get it done. I don't want to, and that's why I kept putting it off for a long time. It wasn't because I couldn't do it, it was because I didn't want to. And I can see why people do that, because right now I'm looking like, that's a lot of money. And you saying I gotta pay that? Shoot, and I'm thinking about everything else I can do with that money. You know what I'm saying? And now I see that's probably what everybody else be doing. But for me, I'm like, I'm tired of the missing tooth gap or whatever, and point of just getting an implant and then still having like other stuff that I can just go ahead and knock out and get fixed. Because the thing about it is, even with them, when I go to the dentist, y'all might look at my teeth and be like, ugh, and point out stuff, but every dentist I go to, they're like, oh, you got nice teeth or whatever. So it's not like I have a jacked up smile. I have an overbite. Yeah, I have a gap. And down here I have a gap because they ended up shifting over time or whatnot. But I've always had this gap. Had it for 37 years. So I'm used to it now or whatever. But so some people might look at this and be like, girl, bye. Like, I still have people to be like, why you doing all that or whatnot? But I mean, yeah. Well, I'm not. See, I'm about to sit there and talk myself out of it, because I'm like, 37, girl. Ain't never stopped, not a thing. Okay, so I'm like, do I really want to do all this at 37? I didn't win all this time. But nah, I'm gonna get it done because it's just something I want to do for myself. But yeah, once again, moral of the story is mind your business, because you never know what somebody's situation is. And plus, you don't know. Hello. Plus, not only that, you looking at the surface of what you don't know, like, you wouldn't know I have a hidden tooth. Like, I can pull this back right now. You're not gonna see it because it's hidden. It's not up. It's like, like, my x-ray is so cool to see on my x-ray. But yeah, but you wouldn't know that that's a problem that I have. So you would just think, oh, it's just this. Like, you don't know, right? Same thing. I'm telling myself, when I look at somebody else, I don't know what's going on in their mouth. I don't know. And then not even just relating to dental stuff or whatever, with people life in general. Like, we have to learn to truly mind our business, because we don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes in their life. We're on the outside trying to peek in or whatever. And there could be so much more to the story that you don't know. So mind your business. So I'm about to wrap this up because guess what? Now I got to go and I have another appointment. A word that sounds fake. Oh, girl, they popping up these questions like, what? YouTube, get your life. Anyways, y'all, I hope that y'all have a blessed week. It's Monday. Happy Monday. And I had to get my little rant out or whatnot because I'm just like, oh, child, my Lord, this is a lot of money. A lot of money. But we gonna make it do what it do. We gonna make it do what it do. I am thankful, like I said, that I'm able to do it. But it's not everybody's story. So I'm gonna learn. I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna mind my business. So when I see somebody, I'm not gonna be like, why you wanna get braces? They may not have insurance. They may have insurance that don't cover braces. Nobody have just like, you know, thousands of dollars just to pull from the sky or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, just because you get braces and your braces cost X amount doesn't mean the next person's braces is gonna cost that. You know what I'm saying? It's different factors of what that will give you the end cost of your braces, or also where you go. So mind your business, because some people might be like, why your braces cost so much? I'm still wondering that too, because when I go to Google and I say, what's the range of typical average cost? It said between $3,000 and $7,000. Why mine's got to be up there? Like, if you telling me my team is not that bad, why is the price up there like that? Like, I only got like 2 guys. She need to close up. Like, why the price up there like that? It makes me like, do I need to go on to somebody else? But this is the place my dentist referred me to. So anyways, that's that. I haven't went live in a long time, y'all. But anyways, I got to go because I got other stuff I need to do. I went in it, and I'm glad I put this wig on and this hat, because then we had to take it off to take pictures and stuff like that. And I almost put a half wig on without having some hair to cover. Yeah, I almost did that. And now I'm glad I didn't, because when I had to take that hat off, the picture was already a little ooh, because the wig was like, needed to be brushed. But we making it do what it do right now, okay? But anyways, y'all, bye. I gotta go because I act like I don't got a lot of other stuff to do right now. Bye, y'all. How do I end this?